All right, so my progress with my course and inserting into the LMS uh, has been pretty successful so far. I'm not quite done with it, so when I show you guys some stuff here, I'm just going to be missing some things, but I've got a basic idea of where I'm going with everything right now. So from my original ADDIE, my problem that I was trying to figure out was how to deliver Photoshop information to my students, both in class and also through the LMS in more of a distance learning type of a situation. And so through that, I figured out a few things with the LMS as far as what I needed to figure out. So I started working on getting my content together. So inside the class, I have it split into three different sections, three different types of instruction I need to deal with. One being camera handling, the next being tools or techniques, and then the last being more the lecture type stuff, which would be critiques and design, and then the language that goes into it. So, you know, like what an object is, what a selection is, how camera raw tends to work, and what a raw captured image presents as editing options. All right, and then the assessments that go into that. So inside the Schoology, what I've been able to set up so far is I got inside, I'll go to my courses here, RS-117, and I put together a few topics to start. And so the first one is just an introduction, just to get the students acquainted with who I am, what the course is. I included a quick synopsis of the course, a slideshow for them to go through, that goes over basically what the syllabus says. And then I want to also create, for the beginning this splash here, to a video to introduce them to who I am and some of the stuff that we'll be covering. So, show them the tools and all that real quickly. And then I also attach the syllabus down here to get them going. Then in the second topic, I started to work on the content, because now that they've been introduced, now I just need to get them acquainted to what the process of the class and how the procedures are going to work inside of it. And so getting them signed up to the tools they need to deal with, teaching the first few basic things with Adobe Bridge, and moving forward from there, getting into the first assignments. So I made a page inside here that steps them through, like getting a Google Docs, sign in through Gmail. And then we use Facebook now currently, but actually with this LMS, I don't need it. So Schoology is in a good place to take over this portion of my class, but I still put it in there because that's what I still use, just in case I do use it this year. I don't have to kind of jump them midstream. And the last one's Photoshop Express, which is one of the networking tools that we use. It has an image editor inside of it and some things that I get to use. And then I'm going to make a couple tutorial videos to introduce them to a few of the basic features inside Adobe Bridge that they're going to need to use early, namely the photo downloader and the image processor, or else they're not going to be able to turn in their assignments the correct way. And at the very bottom, I went through what our naming protocol and all that basics first day stuff would be. And this would be something that during my course I'd probably go over all this with them, but this would be there to reinforce all that was there. So then from there, I go back to my topics, go back into my class procedure. Once I get done with this part one, which is that getting started, now I go into my pre-test, which I embedded into the topic itself, so that I can get a gauge of what they understand about Photoshop, the bridge, and processing before we get going. And it's an easy 10-question quiz, and it doesn't have any kind of grade associated with it. It's a pass-fail. If they do it, they pass. If they don't, then they fail till they actually do it, because I need, this is stuff that I want to know about them so that I can work with them more readily. Okay, and so once they did that, then they're ready to start the class, and then we're ready to get our content. In which case, I would start to put together a third page then, talking about digital imaging and organizing assets through the bridge, and through that we would talk about organization. I have a couple documents. I uploaded a bunch of documents for them, put them in special folders, and so in the class readings here, I have some articles for them to read about how to give a good critique of something. The creative color document, which is one of the assignments we'll be doing early, and it's the notes for that. A PDF from Adobe.com that allows them to get an overview of what the tools are. Okay, and then a couple other basic documents that we use throughout class that will then be embedded into the assignments when they need them for the readings. So something that I did miss when I went through the topics earlier was I also included inside the welcoming to beginning Photoshop. Where did I put that? I actually created a discussion in here also. Here it is. Welcome to RS-117 beginning Photoshop. And so the discussion is based on what their goals are for the class. So the first day discussion, what do you expect? What are you going to get? How do you want to get this from me? And so that's what's there. I still got a little more work to do. The first homework assignment is a shooting assignment that if you guys want access to see, it's a self-portrait assignment, but I put in my my learning objective, which is to illustrate to your classmates through images who you are. All right, and the purpose is to go out and shoot, gain images, work with the tools that we've learned about thus far, upload them, and also use the platform to turn in a Word document for the assignment. All right, that's a lot of stuff. This has been a lot of fun, but the ADDIE's been helping me out because through the whole steps, the introduction, figuring out like if I'm evaluating things correctly, if the work is actually working right, or if the projects are actually going back to my objectives, which is to teach them how to work in the class and how to use the Adobe Bridge, and then also how to get into their basic camera handling. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I look forward to showing you more of this as we go on. And thank you.